No statements, just questions.
Start with Sam.
Well, obviously it wasn't the result you were looking for this weekend. Just first, as you reviewed the game, what do you think just went wrong in that aspect?
Well, again, credit to Oklahoma. I said this before I left. I thought they were a Final Four team, a team with experience, and then they added the number one player in the country at the point guard spot. We knew it was going to be a track meet, and so they can score points in a night that you have your worst shooting night of the year. Knowing how quick they're going to get out and run makes for a bad formula, and that's as simply it was. Hopefully it's a game that we can throw away the tape and burn it, because up to this point, I think we've had a lot of great things that occurred, and in order to be the Final Four team, you got to be able to perform both on the offensive and defensive end. And what I mean by performing on the offense, man, we had some wide open shots. We started the game 1 for 9 for shots around the rim, and you can't do that against the Final Four team. So we'll learn from it, bounce back, and like I've been saying since December 1st, practices, which I was excited about, were really good leading up to Oklahoma, and so that's why I'm not making a bigger deal than what it was. We need a good practice today, bounce back, no complaining, no excuses, and find a way against a really good Tennessee team.
I know you obviously never want to lose like that, but you feel like your team can learn anything in a big loss like that?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully they can. It sucked. I hope they had a bad feeling in their mouth on the bus ride home and on the plane ride home. I hope they didn't sleep well, because you know what? That's what competitors do. We're competitors. I've been clear about this. I've got a great group of young women that I love, and we're trying to take this program to another level. And that's what this is. It's the SEC. It's go time. This week is 2 teams that played in the Sweet 16. You just played, like I said, a possible Final Four team. You want this. And another word I've been keep saying is opportunity. Right? You got an opportunity to learn from it and bounce back. And again, get to where playing your best basketball come March.
I'm not sure if you'll play as good of a post player as Reagan Beers the rest of the season, but how do you just think your team held up against a player like her?
Well, obviously not good enough, because she went for a double-double, right? And just credit to her teammates. I think where Beers doesn't get enough credit, especially in society, we've talked about this, kids think stepping on the gas means me just going one-on-one. Now, that is one area I was disappointed in the Oklahoma game. I didn't think we shared the ball and flowed to the team that you all have seen like we have. I thought when we got down, we panicked and we're trying to shoot 10-point shots instead of just chipping away. And so that's why I give Beers credit, that to your question earlier, hopefully what we can learn from that is Beers didn't do that by herself. She did it with her teammates. She did it with great screening, great tempo, great passing, great unselfish plays, and that's what Final Four teams do.
You can tell your players all you want to, especially the newcomers or the young ones, but how much did it help in the long run that they've gone from the extremes of the Auburn game to the Oklahoma game in such a short span to give them an idea that this is what life in the SEC is?
Yeah, and that's why I'm proud. I mean, we talked about it. We painted a picture. That's our job, and we're never going to quit teaching. We're never going to quit putting great scout reports, and we're never going to quit having great practices. So for the Auburn game, we painted a picture that it was going to be ugly, that you needed to be okay going into halftime 25-20, and we better be clapping, because they're, again, one of the best defensive teams in the country. And we preached all December we need to be a 4-quarter team, and we were. And in that 4th quarter, we were able to get big separation to make it look pretty. And then in the Oklahoma game, we painted a picture of them, how fast they were going to be in transition. And if anything that we learned is, okay, when nights where shots are not following, our defense has to be 10 points better, and it simply wasn't. And so that's where each game, again, to your point, is going to provide opportunity. And within those opportunities, you've got to find wins, you got to claw scrap, and then you got to have a 1-0 mentality. And the tougher teams in this league will win, the tougher teams will dance and march, and that's what I'm preaching to my team.
Chandler only played 9 minutes on Sunday. Was there an injury, a sickness? Kind of what was the deal there?
Coach's decision. Yeah.
Kind of what are your thoughts on this Tennessee team?
Phenomenal. I mean, you look at their roster top to bottom. They have several McDonald's All-Americans. They've got kids who, first of all, are well coached in a style of play where they're not going to adapt. They're going to press. They don't care if they're up 50. They're going to press. They don't care if they're down 50. It's not like they're getting to the press, because they're going to press. They're going to muck it up. They're going to hockey sub. They've been battle tested. They've been challenged. They have a rich history, as we all know, of success within that program and high standards. So I'm expecting nothing but their best punch. And then, like I ask our fan base every single time, we got to try to protect home. That's what this league is. Protect the games you can at home, and then you got to be tough to try to steal them on the road. So with marquee matchup, I hope this place is rocking, and then hopefully my young women bounce back from a game that is a nasty taste in our mouth from the last game.
Tennessee also plays very fast. It seems like they kind of thrive in chaos. How do you prepare a team to kind of play in a style like that?
Yeah, scout team's got to show up today. Because to your point, film does a little bit, but we need to have one heck of a practice. And that's where my energy and focus is today. Practice needs to be harder than what we're going to face in the game. And if we can create the best of our capabilities, that environment, then we'll have a fighter's chance come here Thursday.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Happy New Year.